Hi Mackay and welcome to another episode. Thank you for joining me today. This episode marks the first of a new series called Make It Mackay. Yes, another new series. It's a new channel. This will happen a few more times before things start to level out. But until then, this new series asks the question, if Mackay was a dish, what would the recipe be? AKA, how do Mackay chefs perceive Mackay in food form? My goal for this series is to go to locally owned eateries, let's say a restaurant, and ask the chefs to create a dish that they think represents Mackay. Because everyone probably has a different answer to this question, I'm interested to see how many different variations Mackay chefs can provide. To kick off this series, I'm going to make 3 recipes using some locally made and grown ingredients to show you how I think Mackay would taste if it was a dish. And I'm going to roll that footage for you now. First up, the ingredients I'm going to star in my 3 dishes are Chef's Gusto, the good oil, which is olive oil flavoured with bay leaves and chilli, Chef's Gusto Sarina Shire black sauce, and mousse scoop ice cream in the flavours vanilla and spearmint. These ingredients are made by local people using local ingredients from Sarina Sugar Shed. Another star ingredient is mango, because you can't have summer in North Queensland without a fat juicy mango you brought in a tray on the side of the road. Unfortunately, when I was filming this episode, it was not mango season, so I had to buy some frozen mango, and it was by far nothing like a fresh Mackay mango, but it was okay as a substitute. Another star ingredient is Eungelladale full cream milk. Eungelladale dairies are quite iconic to this area. My nunnu used to be a dairy farmer in Eungella before he retired, and I love how Eungelladale dairy is up and running well. Next ingredients, I chose smoked middle bacon, eggs and beef mince, all from Freckle Farm, which is a biodynamic farm just outside Eden, and all of their meat and eggs are grown locally on their farm. If you want to know more about Freckle Farm, you can visit their website and you can even attend a farm tour. I made an episode with Freckle Farm about their tours. That link is down in the description window below. Check it out. I also chose banana prawns from Debbie's Seafood. I got these pre-cooked and they are super fresh. Seafood is a big part of my Mackay life. Being right next to the ocean, we are so lucky to have a large amount of fish and other sea creatures right on our front door. Just a short boat ride away and these guys can be on your plate for lunch. The last 2 star ingredients are honey and raw brown sugar. I chose to buy my honey from Western Honey in Marian at the Marian markets, which are held on a Sunday once a month. When I asked the lady who sold me the honey where their bees are housed, she said, Marian, of course, and the bees collect their pollen from central Queensland gum trees. Honey produced by Western Honey is coarse filtered to retain pollen products, and the bees and honey processing are totally heat and chemical free. I chose raw brown sugar because when I think of Mackay, I think of sugar because it's everywhere. In my heart, it's the sweetest place on earth. So these are the star ingredients which I think represent Mackay in food form. And all but the mango were either made by, caught by, or farmed by local people from local resources. You can find all of these ingredients around the Mackay area. Details about where to get these ingredients, including local stockists, are in the description window below. Using these ingredients, I'm going to make a mango mint milkshake, honey glazed prawns, and a beef and bacon burger. First, I'm going to make the mango mint milkshake. For this recipe, you are going to need a 1.5 cups of mango, a glass of Eungelladale full cream milk, 2 tubs of Sarina Sugar Shed mousse scoop ice cream in the flavours spearmint and vanilla, and lastly 2 teaspoons of raw brown sugar. First thing you're going to do is pour your milk into a glass and then pour that into your blender. After that, add your sugar. Then you're going to get your vanilla and spearmint ice cream and scoop them into the blender. My ice cream melted when I was getting shots of the tubs, But when you're making your milkshake, hopefully your ice cream will still be frozen. Once you've done that, plop in your mango. Then take your blender jug and put it onto your blender base and blend your milkshake until it is smooth and frothy. This recipe will make approximately 3 glasses of milkshake. When you have finished blending your milkshake, take the blender jug off the base and you are ready to serve it up into a nice frosty glass. Yummy, yummy, yummy! This recipe was super tasty. It would be even better though if it was mango season and I had some fresh mango. I actually wish it was mango season all year round. Next on the menu is a beef and bacon burger. For this, you will need 135 grams of ground beef mince, 1 egg, a couple of strips of smoked middle bacon, 3 spoons of your Sarina black sauce, and a splash of the good oil. First thing you are going to do is get a bowl and then put your mince in the bowl. Follow that up with some pepper and some salt. Then you are going to get your Sarina black sauce and you're going to shake it up. Add 2 tablespoons of your sauce into a bowl and then mix all of the ingredients together. After that, divide the mixture into 2 equal parts and shape each half into patty form. Then you are going to take your egg, bacon, a couple slices of cheese and your mince patty to a pan and cook them up. But first you're going to put a splash of the good oil in your pan, but first you have to shake it up. Let that cook away, flip when needed and add your cheese. When everything is cooked to your liking, it is now time to build our burger. For this step, you are also going to need some green salad, tomatoes, some sauteed Spanish onions fried in the good oil, and burger buns. First you need to toast your buns until they look like this. Then just layer your ingredients on top, like this. I went onions, salad, burger patty with melted cheese, and then the egg. On top of the egg, drizzle a tablespoon of your black sauce, but first you have to shake it up, then add your bacon and tomato. Lastly, put on your burger's hat, then stand back and admire your Mackay creation. If you want to be fancy, you can press everything down and insert a knife, and voila, your Mackay burger is ready to eat. Next on the menu is our honey glazed prawns. For this, you will need about 300 grams of cooked prawns. I chose banana prawns. The juice of half a lemon, spinning it is optional. 1 cup of semi-liquid gold, also known as honey. So yummy, 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 so yummy. You will also need a tablespoon of sugar. First thing you need to do is get a large saucepan and pour in your honey. Follow that up with a 1/3 cup of soy sauce, a heaped tablespoon of minced garlic, and your sugar. Then mix it all together, don't forget your lemon juice. Give that another mix, then take it to your cooktop. Your burner has to be on a medium heat. Cook until the mixture is bubbling and starting to thicken up. At this point, add in a tablespoon of your oil and 2 tablespoons of butter. Mix together until combined. Warning, this mixture is very, very hot, so be careful. And now add in your deshelled prawns. This is where I messed up. What I should have done was reduce the heat to a lower temperature and let the mixture thicken much more while keeping a close eye on it and stirring it constantly until it became a thick glaze. I was then supposed to let the glaze cool down a bit before adding my prawns. This is why I need some actual real chefs on the show. Don't do what I just did. I overcooked my prawns, but the flavors were still there and they were actually pretty darn tasty and they looked so good. All warm and sticky. This would actually be really good on some rice or in some salad. So there you have it. These are my 3 dishes representing how I think Mackay would taste if it was a dish. A mango mint milkshake, a beef and bacon burger, and some glazed prawns. My question for you is, how do you think Mackay would taste if it was a dish? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'll do another episode of me cooking and I'll make one of your dishes. Okay, time to taste. First, I'm going to try my milkshake, and it was so thick and creamy I couldn't drink out of a straw, but it was so good. And that mint ice cream gives it a nice freshness. It was so creamy and smooth and yummy. Next up, I tried the glazed prawns, and even though I messed up a little bit, the prawns were slightly overcooked, but the flavors were still there, and it was very yummy and sweet and sticky and warm, and it smelled so good. And now that burger, oh my gosh, it was a massive winner. That thick juicy beef patty flavored with the black sauce along with the drizzled egg and smoky crunch of the bacon was just heavenly. I love all of these dishes, but my favorite dish was the burger, then the mango mint milkshake, then the prawns. But that's only because I messed up. That's not the ingredients' fault. So there you go. This is how I think Mackay would taste if it was a dish. And it tastes very good. When I think of Mackay in food form, this is exactly what I think. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. And a big thank you to all of the local people who made or raised or caught all of the star ingredients I used to make my perception of Mackay through food. You all do very good work. If there is a restaurant you would like me to go to, leave me a comment down below and I'll try and sort something out with the restaurant owner and the chef so that they can be on another episode of Make It Mackay. Also, just a disclaimer, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. If I ever am, I will let you know. My question for you is, how do you perceive Mackay in food form? Leave me a comment down below and who knows, maybe I will make your dish on another episode. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you aren't already and you'd like to be, please subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can be notified when I make uploads. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye Mackay!